Welcome again to Live with All Your Heart. We've been sharing, as you know, about thoughts and feelings and how we have a choice about what we can think and feel. We have usually thought, well, it happened like it happened, so I have to think about how it happened, and however it happened, it makes me feel like I feel. And so that's why I feel like I feel. And then we go on talking about what happened and how we feel. But we're looking at, with our guest today, how to do it differently. What a relief. What a relief. So we have on page 107 some thoughts about choosing our thoughts and feelings. You want to share with us, Kelee?
I love the last sentence where it says, you are able to deliberately focus your mind. You have total and complete control of all your thoughts. No one else does. No one's making you feel any type of way. You're allowing them to make you feel, you're allowing them to make you feel, get you agitated, get you upset, angry, whatever fear-based emotion comes out of a situation. So I love when it says you're deliberately able to focus your mind, because it's telling me that today is a happy day. Close my eyes and dream it, imagine it, picture it, what it's going to look like. I'm deliberately going to live my life this particular way. I like that I can control. I'm glad I even came across that this is in the book, because I like the idea that I can actually control my entire environment. So I'm less depressed. I don't want to sleep all the time. I'm actually excited about life. I'm excited to leave the house, excited to see people, converse with them and things, because I'm deliberately focusing my mind on the positive elements that life has to offer, rather than just dwelling in the negative of it all.
So you're controlling how you view the circumstance, because you can't control all the circumstances, but you can control how you think. And when you do, you can control how you feel. And when you do, you can have a happier day because you choose happy. Yep. Wow, thank you.
I am so intentional. I agree with you. I am so intentional now, Saadia, in my relationships and my choices for myself. My friends will know. They're watching right now, and they will attest. I was very sad and lived in fear-based emotions for quite a while. And I came to understand that I can just think about the joyful life I want. And I used to think, well, how can that happen if this person or that person? I don't think about that anymore. I just think about I can, and I chose to. And it's amazing the joy and the different positive things that have come into my life that other people are even doing, that I didn't have any control over. The only person I chose to change was me. And I decided intentionally to think positive thoughts for myself and for my life. And I love it. Mm-hmm. It really does change your life.
So you're saying what you think about,
so it is.
So it is. We're creating our lives from the thoughts that we think. And since we all want to live with all of our hearts, then we can choose what we're going to think about in a way where we're setting it up. Mm-hmm. I want this to happen next, so think about that. Usually we think, I don't want this to happen. I hope this doesn't happen. Oh no, it happened before. It's going to happen again.
We think ourselves right into it. So now I think about all the wonderful things I want to happen. And they do. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. They really do.
Thank you, JeanAnn.
Well, one of the things I would do, first off, is really recommend that people buy this book, because one of the things it does offer in deliberately focusing our mind is that there are 10 steps we all have the ability to learn as a habit and then to implement, because our thoughts are really like a gas gauge on a car. We drive our cars and it's meant to use up that gas as we travel from place to place. And then as our gas gauge begins to go down, just like our emotions, our thoughts, the tedious things that may happen in our day, the great things that happen in our day, we still have the capability of pulling up to a fueling station and refueling. So we also can use these 10 steps to refuel our being, refuel our thoughts, refuel our mind, refuel our energy, even in our body, feed our selves in our thinking so that we are better balanced and can run better, just like your car would run better with more fuel. So that's what I would do. I would recommend to our audience, go out and get this book, Live Life with All of Your Heart, because it gives you tools that you will use to navigate your way through emotional times and then into great, great, great times so that you understand that your life can be lived with joy. It's great.
Joy, joy, joy.
Yes, indeed.
That's
It's
what
great.
we're all about, living with all of our hearts by feeling joy. And that's our job every day. Every day. I like what you said, Kelee, that you can set it up in the morning. When I get up in the morning, I choose to have a happy day. So I choose the thoughts that I think. And then we can run down our day. I'm going to be doing this today. I'll probably see this person today. This is what will happen at work today. So now how am I going to feel about all of that? Pre-planning, pre-paving what that's going to be like for personal responsibility and for self-care. So I want to take a few minutes just talking, maybe one more minute. Time goes so quickly, doesn't it? But the tendency that we have is to think about what's happening or what could happen in a way that we don't want it to happen, or that it's happening in a way, again, that we don't want it to happen. And we kind of roll a tape in our minds. One more takeaway. What are you suggesting we do when something is happening that we don't want to happen? What do you suggest that we could do?
We have the ability to deliberately choose our outcomes. We decide what we want. We're not changing the situation necessarily, as Kelee said, but we change the way we think about it. So when we think about it different, we can address it different. And it makes for our good results.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's a self-mastery. And I love it. It's a proactive choice that I make every day. I have a vision. I have an end in view. And I put first things first. And those thoughts are first thing in the morning. And it slides me through my day.
Yeah, I absolutely love, as we were saying, I love to know that I can control this. No one else. It's just me. I can control this. This is going to be happy. This is going to be good, and it helps when you have these situations you can't really control. They happen. It's life. It's just how life goes. But I know that I can. If I'm in this, and I can change everything about it. This right here is going to be good. That's it. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. It's gonna be good. And I love that. I like to have control. I do. So to know that I actually have the control and I'm not thinking, oh, maybe. It's beautiful. For me, it's the best part of it all.
There you have it. How to live with all your heart using your thoughts and feelings. Angela mentioned self-mastery. Are you mastering yourself? That's fun. That's joy. Self-mastery is the way to live with all of your heart. Thank you for joining us today. Join us again for our next episode when we're going to talk about gratitude. Being grateful. That's another way to live with all of your heart. See you again soon.